It's Week 11 of the NFL. And here's J.C. Horn. He's been one of the NFL's best ball hawks this season with 9 interceptions. It's the Panthers and the Ravens next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. They're led out by an electric third-year player from the University of Utah, Tyler Huntley. Right to the air is Huntley. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. Huntley to throw. Complete to Likely. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And some room to run now. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They run once more with Edwards. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3's in. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start out here with the option left. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. To throw is Fields. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And if some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles, they gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And some space here. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Fields. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. And the Ravens are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him, we've got to protect the quarterback. And they fix it behind the line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Here's Huntley. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, Huntley. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. They'll get it inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen. They need
Tackle for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. That caught by Tremble. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Panther football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Panthers hit 4 and 6 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. Now Fields. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off play action, Fields. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The man who has done this a lot, Justin Houston, in there to record the sack. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Under pressure, they got him again. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for 9-yard loss. That's number 4. Same number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continue to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. On the handoff, Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Back to throw, Fields. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. But Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with it there. They're going to use it right for a pick, but instead he's not going to send it to the turf.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. On play action, Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still be a... The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
On first down, Huntley. He finds Robinson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They'll run here with Edwards. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Again, it'll be Edwards.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. A tough time to take the sack. Now it's 4th and goal, and that's a loss of 6. Tucker's kick is good. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
From the 31, Fields. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now it's Fields. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. On first down, Fields. Throwing over, and it's Taylor on the out route that completes it. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Touchdown, Panthers! Tommy Trimble, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 13-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, Huntley. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Huntley. And that is incomplete here. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete left side to Bateman. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 43. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll look to throw again. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
For the Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, basically the first half, most of the focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, it was only a amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, first down. Off the option, here's Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, third and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On fourth down, Fields. There's Tremble, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. On first down, it's Fields. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. This is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That's how multiple guys get to him. A huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Fields. For Marshall, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. To throw is Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Taylor, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to within a score. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the 2nd half. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Huntley to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Channing Tindall. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Based on what we just said there, you may not be the guy who went to challenging coverage on these important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
They snap it to Fields. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. And they run with Edwards off the option. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's Huntley.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Channing Tindall
Picks up his second sack of the afternoon. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Now a first down throw. Fields.
He's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here's Fields.
He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The Panthers on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5.
Now Fields. He'll drop this down to Taylor.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. He's going to look deep for more. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for Carolina. Six yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Taylor will take this one in. Touchdown, Carolina. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
To throw, Huntley. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
Finding room at midfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Edwards. Oh, no, he lost the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the option left is Fields. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Huntley. And this throw incomplete. Now, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. On 3rd down, Huntley. Escape. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. The drive will start with an option going left. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Fields going to keep it once more. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Taylor with it. And he stopped immediately there. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's the option play now to the left. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a third down.
Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a fourth down. But here we go on fourth down. Fields.
He's got a man. It's his fullback.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10.
And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here's Fields.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
And the Ravens come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, like all great games, it came down to the final snap, Charles. They had to heave it and hope, but the Hail Mary